Hi traders, this is Cynthia of Day Trade Forex bringing you a resumption of the previous trade. We're watching a pound US dollar in a 30-minute chart, and just to recap what happened before, right around the London Open, the key level of 1.3025, right here we entered long and we exited at the next two key levels above that at 1.3050. That was a gain of almost 50 pips. It's about 40 pips. And we took profit because we had the reversal magenta arrow show up, and then the next bar we saw that the price was starting to fall off a little bit. We're using the Fibonacci retracement tool in my advanced system to watch the depth of the pullback. Right around here is where I stopped the last video, and it's already pulled back to the 1.3050 area, and it looks like maybe it wants to start improving. This is the Fibonacci retracement box that shows you the retracement is a downtrend. The blue box is showing you that the major trend is up. And so this is a small swing back, profit taking, and because Fibonacci is a predictive tool, I predicted that after this short retracement that it would swing back up to the next key level, and the next major key level is right here at 1.3100. And it looks like possibly the pullback has already ended. It's centered right around this minor key level of 1.3050, and the MACD has turned down below the signal line, and if it goes flat and then turns up above the signal, above the zero line, and the RSI turns green again, and the trend bars go from being flat gray to green, and in this window, if the candle turns green and the signal entry turns green, then that'll be a perfect entry for another long trade, for a buy trade. Up here, you could have taken partial profit and then wait for the pullback to finish, and when the trend resumes to the upside, place another buy trade. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll take a look at it in the next 30 minutes if I don't lose internet connection, which happens all the time. Here on the beaches of Mexico, it's a little iffy, and we're in the rainy season, so it happens more often. But I'm going to try and come back and finish this video and see. I don't know how long it'll take us to get up to the next major key level again, because we're like 50 pips away from that, and it's going into the slow trading part of the day. However, it's mid-morning, so we might see a little bit of strength coming in the next hour or so. So I'm going to try and keep the video paused, and I'll be back when I see what happens next. Hi traders, like I predicted, it's been several hours, actually 5 hours, since we took partial profit here at the top, and we saw that we were going into a retracement, and the price did retrace down to the 61.8% Fibonacci level, which is considered a very deep retracement. Here's the retracement box, which has been showing up and following the price since right around in here, and you can see the RSI bottomed out. Now it's turned up and it's aqua. However, we still have our flat gray bars for the trend, but the MACD has bottomed out after being flat down here and is approaching the zero signal line. So I'm keeping my eye on this. If I don't lose internet connection, I'll be able to follow up and see what happens in another couple of hours probably. So see you then. Hi traders, we have a buy signal now, but there's no volatility. It's 10 p.m. Central Time, and I'm going to check back in the wee hours of the morning and see if this trade went back up again. See you then. Hi traders, it's now 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and here's where I identified a buy trade during all of this pullback. So here's the gain, another 35 pips. It's reached the key level of 1.3050. That's a nice midway to the next major key level up here of 1.3100. So we may be on our way up there. Or this may be the total gain for the day. Right now this is the high of the day, so I might leave this running. I haven't lost internet. That's amazing. I'm totally amazed. So I'm going to leave this running and see what the trade does from now on. Down here it says that we're in a slight pullback in the 1 and 5 minute, and the uptrend, it's mostly in the uptrend. So this possibly could try to reach to the next key level of 1.3075. That's only 20 pips away. So I'm going to leave this running and see if we can get a little more out of it. See you in the next video. Hi traders. It's about 1:30 on Wednesday, and patience pays off. Look at where I had the very early entry. I think it was last night about 10 p.m. Central, and then a pullback, and then it started to go back up again. And now we just on this bar, it shot past the key level of 1.3075, which I did expect it to get to. And now it's going to flirt with the major key level of 1.3100. So as soon as it either hits that or pulls back to minor key level here, I'll end the video. But I think this has been a really good demonstration of the indicators and watching the trend, staying with the trend down here. The signal line staying above, pretty much staying above the zero line, which showed me it was very, very strong trend up. Even though it dipped a little bit, the box most of the time stayed blue, except for during this consolidation area where it did turn red. But if you're trading with a stop that's wide enough and a lot size that's small enough, there's really no reason to experience fear. This trading system keeps the fear at bay. I just think that anytime you're trading with a lot size that makes you so nervous that you have to constantly be on top of the trade or exit early just out of fear, then you're trading with money management lot sizes that are too big for your account and too big for your psyche. And to keep your fear under control is the number one thing. So I would, if you experience feeling that way, just reduce your lot sizes. Even if you're a beginner and you have to reduce it all the way back to 0.01, and then just gradually increase your lot size as you have gains. As you increase your confidence, your psyche will stay very healthy and fear won't ever be a problem, because of course we have to use common sense. And at least this trade shows us that we can stay in a trend. If we know the trend and we trust the indicators, you can stay in the trend in order to experience the reward. So I'm going to pause the video just long enough to see what this does from here, and then I'm going to shut it down. And thanks for staying with me. This has been a long trade. This is the pound US dollar, which trends pretty good. I personally prefer to trade the pound yen, which trends a lot better. It doesn't have such long flat periods. And the Euro USD is even worse. It has really long flat periods. So my favorite pair to trade really is the pound yen for the mobility, for the trending, and the spreads are generally very low. So for the volatility and the trending you get, I think the pound yen is the best pair to trade. My second favorite is the pound New Zealand dollar, and it can be traded again almost round the clock, just like the pound yen. But the spreads are a little wider, so you definitely can't scalp trade with the pound New Zealand. However, scalping with the pound yen is really easy to do. So that might be something to take into consideration. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and we'll be back in a little while to see how to end this trade. Hey traders, I think this is a good place for me to end the video. If you look at the last bar, I came back and showed you this last bar, and the magenta early reversal arrow showed up, and of course it had kept pushing because this was a large, fast, hard spike in price, and that's when the magenta arrow early reversal will show up if it's hit a new high or a low for the trading day. So, and sometimes if the price keeps going up, it'll move over to the next bar, but you can see on this it didn't move up. Now, so we probably are going to experience a minor reversal, although the trend is so far up. So just for sake of keeping this video not too long, I think I'm going to close this trade and end the video. However, I would take partial profit and let it settle down, do its little retracement thing, and we'll see how far it retraces back. If it starts to head back up again, if it breaks past this major key level of 1.3100, then I'll enter with a new trade. So I'll have half of this trade still open and running, and I'll enter with a full new trade if it breaks past this. If all of this stays green, and of course the signal line stays strong above the zero line and the RSI stays green, I know we'll go into some flatness and some retracement. But I like trading in a 30-minute chart because you can actually see what's happening. It's not as fast as a 5 or 15-minute chart, which is just a lot of noise and whipsaw, and you can actually see entries and exits much clearer in a 30-minute chart. I even prefer it over the 1-hour chart. But if you look down here, you can see where all of the different multi-time frame trends are. I think that for the sake of ending this video, let's look at the 4-hour chart. And I'm going to lose a lot of my settings by doing this, but I want to show you the 4-hour chart and show you this was the beginning. This gap here was the weekend gap. This was the close on Friday with the blue box, and then starting Monday, or rather Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, this is how the pound dollar opened. It opened very, very strong with a big blue arrow, and everything is very strong for the 5 p.m. Eastern open. So the entry was down here, and that 30-minute candle ended here, and it just kept going strong. We only had one little pullback in a 4-hour chart. This was an entry, a re-entry, some take profit. This is the downtrend that we've just been experiencing, and just today this is the new push to the upside. We're headed towards the next major key level, and you can see it here, the dashed magenta line, which is very close to the resistance 3 line. This is also a Fibonacci resistance. So we have resistance 1, 2, and 3, which are Fibonacci lines, and we have support 1, support 2, and support 3. So we were never in danger. It stopped right here in this pullback here. The support 1 held the price very, very nicely. The box stayed blue. So we're rewarded. This was a great trade, a great video demonstration of the colors of the indicators and the boxes and how strong and secure they are and how safe you can trade with them. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video demonstration. I look forward to you watching more of my training videos inside the PDF after you purchase. Thanks again for watching.